Oh, there's Carmine, my other kitty. All the kitties are joining me. Good morning, Sandy Smith. Go away, Fly. You're not welcome here on my bridge. Got the three Billy Goats gruff. Teddy Goat, Army Goat, and Mimi Goat on the bridge. Thank God there's no trolls underneath the bridge. If there's trolls on YouTube, maybe that's why the Billy Goats are around. Oh my goodness. Trolls. Trolls and hackers and lurkers. Who knew, you know? Sounds like Wizard of Oz. Trolls and hackers and lurkers. Oh my. I don't know. I haven't checked Patreon. I'm really not as hung up on money as people think I am. I just like paying my bills and maybe having a little bit to go on a date with my husband once in a while. I don't live a very lavish life. I don't try to. I don't think I would if I could. I don't like mansions and rich houses, and that's not me. I like a simple little house with some nice stuff. I would like a plush carpet, though. That's about as rich as I get. A plush carpet, maybe a nice themed house, some nice curtains, that kind of thing. Yeah, anybody can send Patreons if you want. It's all on my about page. I added it on there. My Facebook is there. My email is there. My books that I wrote and put on Amazon Kindle are there. Um, my e-course is there. And yes, my Patreon as well is there. So you guys can check that out on my about page. Just click on my name on here, and everything is right there, all the links. You can check it all out and contribute to whatever, whatever you want. It is very lovely here. It's especially this morning. It's pretty nice out right now. If you can see it, I know the sun is shining over there on the grass. It almost looks like a sidewalk, but that's actually grass over there. And the sun is just shining away. Neighbors are still sleeping. I covered my swing. And then Goofy Me sat in it yesterday, not realizing that it rained. So I got my shorts soaked. Aw. Carmi's even enjoying morning. Look at that face. So adorable. Close up on the face. I used to. We used to be really good friends. I would go over there and talk to them. Mostly the mother. She's blonde. Um, but now they got mad because people that were coming to see me tore up their yard when they pulled in. And they blame us for that because people messed up their yard really bad. And now they've planted flowers and they've made it very clear to us that absolutely nobody should be pulling into their driveway space or not. See, their driveway is here. See, house, driveway. And then there's my driveway here, where this car is, my old car. And then there's our long pathway that we drive down to the street or walk down to the street and the mailboxes and stuff. So we share the driveway. We pretty much just do our thing, stay private to ourselves. It's sad that it turned out that way, but be working a lot. Me? Well, I choose my own hours now, so I've been trying to average about 6 hours a day. I may work my way up to 8 hours a day eventually, but even six, every other hour is fine for me. I have trouble doing back to back hours because it's just too mentally straining. I know somebody's going to have fun with that one on a video, I'm sure. What? She's saying that back to back hours are straining? Oh my gosh, Dee Dee does not like working. No, Dee Dee doesn't like working, but Dee Dee does like tutoring. It's just that you're talking to people from Afghanistan, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, um, South Korea, and when they answer the call, like when you say, hello, I'm so and so from blankety blank. How can I help you today? How can I help you learn English today? Did you call me to learn English? Would you like help with your English? And they sit there and say, yeah. You're like, okay, now I have to try to draw this person out so they actually will talk. And then a lot of them don't even understand much English. So then you're sitting there trying to think of how I'm going to teach English to somebody that all they say is, yeah, no, okay, no. In Saudi Arabia, women are not encouraged to have a voice. So you're talking to people who are very, very timid about speaking a lot of times. And it's stressful. It's like straining. You're trying to draw them out. Like I said, and honestly, that's the best way to put it. You're trying to draw them out, pull them out like water. There's a verse in the Bible about wisdom is hidden in a wise man or wisdom is hidden in somebody and the wise man draws it out. That's what it feels like you're literally trying to pull something. You ever watch those magicians that put like scarves in their mouth and they just keep pulling, 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 and one comes out after the other? All those colored scarves. That's what it feels like. You're trying to draw the words out. Like I said yesterday, sometimes they just say one word answers and they're like, how can I improve English? By saying longer sentences. That's how. Not one word sentences. Yeah, I teach casual conversation. There's also on the website that I teach from. Um, Pretty much anybody can do it if you have the patience to deal with that sort of thing. My training is in paraeducation. I worked 2 years as a paraeducator. I have a license as that. I mean, you could look it up online. It's actually on there. I promise you that. From my state, Illinois. So I qualified for that job. Um, and before I worked with children with behavioral disorders. So I'm used to dealing with some pretty tough cases and situations. But this is really different. This is people from all over the world that have different cultures, different rules. You have to be careful what you say to a certain extent. So it's just challenging and tricky. I think as I do it for a while, it'll get more comfortable for me. If I had my preference, I would stick with the Asian people or the Brazilian people. They're my favorite. They're the friendliest and really, really nice people. Saudis tend to be very cold and distant and hesitant, and a lot of them will not even show their face on camera. All you see is like a little light up in the right hand corner. You don't know what you're getting into when you do tutoring online, like for foreign countries. It's kind of a shocker, especially when they alert you. Good morning, Lola. They alert you and you open the camera thing and there's a guy laying in bed. I keep saying this, but I'm still in shock over it. A guy laying in bed under the covers on his pillows, looking at you with angry eyebrows. They have these really bushy, dark, slanted eyebrows that make it look like they're just angry at you. And it's creepy. It's a creepy feeling. It's uncomfortable. Um, and immediately I want to hang up, but I'm like, well, you got to give them a chance. You can't judge somebody on their looks. Yeah, they're scary people. They could be a terrorist you're talking to, for all you know. Maybe not, though. Not everybody in those countries are terrorists, obviously. Just like everybody here is not a murderer. You can't just judge one by all. But then again, their country's rules are different. They live by Sharia law and stuff like that we don't have here. It would take 7 years, Sunshine Baby. 7 years. Well, for me to get licensed as a counselor of any kind would be 7 years. And I'm not going back to school. There's no way. I'm too tired, too old, don't feel like doing all that work and homework and no. Mm-mm. So, I wouldn't even mind, getting a job as a telephone representative, just answering phones. But there's very few jobs where you're just answering phones. It's usually data entry. I know, Sandy, I was surprised about that too. And I think they're reluctant to take lessons from a woman. And that's why they are like looking angry, like, who is this woman trying to teach me? Type of thing. But they come on there willingly looking for help learning English. And then I'm thinking in the back of my mind, am I teaching this guy to speak English so he can come over here and harm my people? You know, um, I'm not as afraid of the Asian people doing that, but yeah, the other people, it's a little bit disconcerting. It makes me wonder, am I aiding something that's could be deadly one day? I don't know. I guess the thing that helps me keep doing it is that you may never talk to that person again. Some of them become your regulars, and other ones you talk to them like for a few minutes and then they're gone and you're on to the next call. It's a very touchy situation. I would really like to find a situation where I could do online tutoring with English speaking people, maybe children or something, and tutor them in like grammar and things like that. It's just not where I'm at right now. I'm looking into finding places like that. There's a bunch of these different sites on there. I have students. See, they're not regular students yet, but I have students from all over the world, basically, mostly Turkey, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, Brazil are the ones that I've talked to. There was one from Kuwait yesterday, a woman. She had the full headdress on, just her eyes showing the whole entire time. And yeah, it's uncomfortable. We're not used to that. It makes us feel threatened. And I have to kind of get over and past that. Maybe that makes me racist towards them. And I don't mean to sound that way. It's just that I'm used to being in the United States where there's freedom. There's a lot of Arabic, yes, a lot. This particular website is very popular in those countries. Very popular. I was really surprised they were even allowed on the website. Nice if they could go be you a lesson plan, huh? Buy a lesson plan? Well, we do have lesson plans on the website. You just click on the library and you open one up and they can see it too. And you can go through the lessons with them. And that's what what I've done with several of them. I kind of like it because it gets me off of YouTube and out of the drama a lot. It's a real life thing. People are really trying to learn. Yeah, secretly in their own home. Exactly. Like the younger girls. I don't think they're being secretive about it. They're allowed to do it, but they do it when dad's not around. I don't know if it's that they don't want their daughters to learn English. Like a lot of them do not watch television. They will not have a television in their home and they will not watch one even if they have one. It's discouraged in those cultures. I think mostly because they feel our news is very biased against them, which it probably is to a large extent. We're afraid. That's why we have people over there, getting ready to do battle or maybe in battles right now. I don't know. It's just weird. It almost feels a bit hypocritical to do what I do, to be honest. So I keep getting happy when the Asians call me. I just don't feel as threatened by them or the Brazilians mostly. That'd be nice if I could just make up a bunch of classmates or class students that are Brazilian. But you can't do that. You can't discriminate. I don't know. It's an odd situation I never thought I would find myself in, but I don't mind constructive, kind criticism, Kansas City Lights, as long as it's kind. If it's mean or you're shooting me, then yeah, I mind it. I don't take that well. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. I wouldn't do that. You don't know what you would do in my situation. You're not living it. So you don't know. It's not fair to say I would be if you don't know, in my opinion. But you can give criticism as long as it's constructive and kind. If it's mean, then no. And I'm guessing you hang out in a room of somebody that isn't fond of my lifestyle or whatever, or that way I look at things. And actually, I like her channel still. I was watching her talk about tea on one of her channels or one of her videos. Yeah, exactly. 9/11, exactly. It's kind of like that. You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Sorry. I don't know why. Can anybody else hear me? No, you can't think that way because not everybody is a terrorist. Not everybody is evil. Not everybody is plotting to overthrow the United States. Um, I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard situation all the way around. It really is. Sometimes good intentions can turn bad. That's true. Very true. Right. Very true, Hillary. Exactly. You can hear me, Vicky? Okay. That's good. I've been awake since about 4 a.m. this morning. I started having bad thoughts like somebody is going to hurt my kitties. And I woke up. That's what happens sometimes when I sleep too much. I start having bad thoughts in the morning and I got to get up and move around and get my mind off of stuff. That happens once in a while. If I try to lay in bed too long, my mind starts working overtime. No, they didn't actually. They stopped at a reasonable hour last night. I was surprised. This year, it only went till about, I think, maybe 10:30, 11, something like that. Not till 1 or 2 in the morning. Maybe people complained because for years they would be keeping people up all night long. Yeah, I just started feeling really unsafe. Like, oh gosh, I gotta figure out how to get a lock on this door and keep my cats in at night. I started getting sleep. Good morning, your main girl. Bathroom. Take this cover off of my swing so I can sit on it. So much water here. You brush your teeth first thing? Yeah. 7:31. Okay. Just checking the time because I got to be off of here soon. The thing is, if you choose hours and you miss your hours a few times, then they take them away from you. And I don't want that to happen. So I keep count. This business that I'm in basically is run out of San Francisco. Yeah, San Francisco. That's where the headquarters is of it. Oh, gotcha, Lola. That's cool. Looks like it's gonna be maybe a cooler day today. Maybe I'll get out and mow the lawn at some point when I'm done with my calls. I don't know. I've got call every other hour, so I don't know if I'll mow in between or something. Need to do something with this jungle. It's ridiculous. Look at my backyard. The grass is so high. I need to get somebody with a riding lawnmower back here to mow this. I just don't see spending the money right now on that because there's so many other things like a car that I want to get. Already see kind of. I just wanted to give him time to sleep a little bit. So when I start doing my calls, I get kind of loud because I have ear things in, earbuds or whatever. And I don't want him to wake up while I'm shouting like I do because I talk so loud. Well, you're talking to people that don't understand you, anyways. And you just got to kind of emphasize certain words so they know what you're talking about. And I try to be really happy, like, hi, how are you? you know, can I help you with your English today? Did you come here to learn how to speak the English language? How do you like to learn? Would you like a lesson? Or would you just like conversation? Most of them will choose conversation. They just want to talk or listen to you talk about your life or whatever you want to talk about. You got to keep it very simple because obviously other cultures don't have the same words we have. So you got to kind of take that into consideration that words that make sense to you, they may say, what that mean? What that, I'm trying to think of what somebody said the other day. Um, like, I think the word was witch or something, not like, not that kind of witch. I should do chats. I do chats, you silly. Um, like, which one is it? The lady from, I think it was Saudi Arabia. What that mean? That witch? What that mean? What meaning of word? So I had to explain to her. Oh, witch. Like this one is that. Which one is it? Like distinguishing, picking between two things. Which, like that. So you have to clarify a lot. You have to explain vocabulary a lot. There's a lot of disconnect. Oh, the cute voice? Which cute voice? What when I said which one is which? Or what one is that? That? Is that what you mean? Oh, they don't, Sandy? Well, a lot of people that I talk to are very, like I said, kind of aloof. They're not touchy, feely, and especially the Saudis, they are very I don't know what you mean the nice lady voice. They're very guarded. That's the word I'm looking for. They're very guarded. They don't like people in the United States, a lot of them. But yet they go on this app to find help, looking for help. And there's, like I said, many apps out there. And apparently in the Middle East, these apps are real popular. I was always under the impression that the Middle East did not want their people to know anything about the US, so they would keep them off the internet. Oh, no, not anymore. It's not as censored as it used to be and restricted. Good impression of the US. I'm very confused. Vicky, what do you mean good impression of the US? And Lola, what do you mean the nice lady voice? Like when I smile and say, "Hi," like that. Hi, everybody in YouTube land. It's Dee Dee. I am filming live from my tiny house. See? We are going to paint it one day. Maybe today. Who knows? It's nice out. Nice enough to paint it. So I might. You never know. Yeah, which and which. Yes, exactly. Here and here. There and there. There's many of them. People don't realize how difficult the English language really is. It really is. You got synonyms, antonyms, homonyms, words that sound the same but are spelled differently, words that look the same but are said differently, etc. That kind of thing, or used differently in sentences. Like there and there. There, go over there. Or that is their house. My, I guess if you want to say expertise, is in English. I'm very good in English, not to brag or anything, but maybe to brag. I don't know. Um, I almost wish I would have majored in English in college. Yes, there with the apostrophe, they are. And so many times we, including myself, will use the wrong one. And it drives me crazy when I see me do that. When I see do that. It's like, no, you got the wrong use of the word. What are you thinking? So yeah. Oh, and people in Saudi Arabia are not notorious for liking cats, apparently. They are afraid of cats, a lot of them that I've talked to. They see them as scary, evil, mean creatures that hurt them or something. I don't know. And that's hard for me because I love my cats. And I tell them, no, no, my cats are nice. No, no cats, no cats. Okay. One girl in Turkey had a cat, but she kept the cat in the garden. The cat, I have cat, but he's in the garden. Hi, Melmo. I'm doing well. Matthew is sleeping as usual, trying to catch up on his beauty rest since he doesn't sleep at night. And the man has been watching violent garbage on the movie screen of the TV, which makes me upset because he said he was done watching violent shows. But he's like, well, it doesn't bother me like it used to. Certain shows don't bother me. Like, yes, but you're bringing that evil garbage into my house. I don't like it. I'm trying to make a good impression, yes. Hi, John. I believe in spirits attached to things. So that's why I'm against witchcraft. That's why I don't like new agey stuff, a lot of it. I believe there's spirits attached to things. So I don't want that stuff in my little tiny house. I'd like it to be a place of peace and niceness. But no, the man has to sit there on the TV in his little TV room there that we sectioned off with the sheet curtain and watch that trash where people are hurting each other and yeah. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. A neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you and you. Always wanted to live in this neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you be? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Um, Hillary, do you refer to the house as yours with Matt? Oh, yeah. I own the house. It's in my name. Only my name. So, yes. His name is not on the house contract. By choice. My choice. Because I don't trust guys fully. And if something happened that we split up, I would like to keep the house, obviously, and not be put out on the street. Guilty as charged. The house is in my name. I also have my own bank account. He has his own bank account. I mean, I'll say it's our house, like figuratively. We both live there. It's our house. But I always call it my house. Even this little one I call my house because it's my property on paper. Oh, yeah. That's why usually when I talk to him, I will say our house. I know what you mean. Ooh, I got 3 minutes. And I got to get everything set up to go talk to some people from around the world and say, hi, I'm Laura from blank. Are you here to practice your English today? I can help you with that. Would you like conversation or a lesson? Okay, you too, Hillary. You are my neighbor, John, in a sense. You may not be my next door neighbor, but you're my neighbor because you drag me everywhere, right? You're my paid chauffeur, John, and my friend. I say you should come here and do a live with me. Actually, you were in a live that one night, but they couldn't really see you. Oh, they know I live in Illinois, but they don't know where Illinois is. I'm not going to tell them my exact address. Are you kidding? Heck no. Lobstering business. Oh, wow. Not a business I could be in. I like lobsters too much and not to eat either. And I think it's cruel cooking them in boiling water alive. Ugh. I don't condemn you for it. I know you got to work. I get it. Just not my thing. I love animals. But I do eat fish, so I guess that's no less cruel. Cool, John. Hope so. I don't know how much you talk, though, John. You're kind of shy. Ugh. I don't want to know, Mel. Poor little creatures. They're kind of ugly creatures, though, I have to say. They're just giant beetles, really. Water beetles. Captain D's. Well, listen to the birdies. They're so cute. Tweeting. Tweet, 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 tweet. Okay, I gotta go, y'all. It's 7:45. I need to go. Love y'all. I will be back later on after I finish my work. And you can expect to see uploads in between. I have to do my letting go for yesterday and today. Love you too. And I also have to read my Safe People next chapter or half of the chapter. So you'll be seeing those pop up. God bless ya. You two have a good day. We'll see you soon.